9 of 1,000. Say hello, everyone.
Hello.
Stage, you are welcome to join us. I'm Angela Cripps, the MD of the Recruiting Gym, and we want to hear your stories. We want to hear all about the daily workout over the last 4 years. I'm going to come to Pippa first. Pippa, you mentioned earlier in the week, you've been here right from the beginning,
Yes.
but you also just mentioned in the green room, this is the first time you've done anything like this and been on a stage. And you know what? So many people have debuted on the daily workout over the 1,000 episodes. So they can him. Who's that? We've got Andy. If you could mute yourself, turn the speakers down, that would be great. Oh, he's on mute. Who have we got? Who's not on mute? No, we're good. But yeah, we're getting a little bit of feedback there. So I think that might have been you, Andy. But let me just hear from Pippa first, and then we'll have an open discussion. So welcome, Pippa, to the day.
Thank you. Yes, this is a little nervous here, but I've been watching this since it very started, actually, because it was a blessing when COVID hit, and we were all sort of thinking what we're going to do, what's our business going to be like, is there going to be a business at the end of it, and I think just hearing everyone, listening to everyone, that they were going through exactly the same as I was, sort of gave a voice, I suppose, and just a community to join in, and it really did help. It gave me a purpose. I think it wasn't on first thing. Was it on midday or lunchtime? I think it was the lunchtime one I was listening to.
We did try different times, yeah, but we ended up at the 9 o'clock slot. But the thing was with Crowdcast, you can watch it anytime. So a lot of people all around the world, yeah, it was all different time zones, and got the opportunity to that. Wendy's here, fabulous. Rohit, Andy, Alan. Okay, so I don't want to talk too much. I want it to be all of you guys. So Kate, you just mentioned that, yeah, you were in a different world when this all started.
Yeah, because I hadn't set my business up yet. So I was watching it. I'm sure I was watching it just in the mornings when I was with my old agency. So I wasn't even a coach at the gym. I hadn't set everything up yet. So like with Pippa, it was just something in the morning that could get me motivated. I didn't feel so alone because we all worked from home before COVID with the agency I was with. And it just brought a bit of fun to the morning as well, because it was like a weird time, wasn't it? So yeah, I was watching it in the mornings, loved it.
Oh, so yeah, we were just working out, this was the last week 4 years ago that was sort of normal, where we weren't aware of what was coming up and what was gonna hit with regards to COVID and the lockdowns. So who's got a memory of that time and watching the daily workout? Just jump in, and if someone's quicker than you just have to wait your turn.
I just remember panicking because Alex had us on this thing called Crowdcast. None of us knew how to use it. It was so clunky. And every time we had to go on or we had to host it, it was always, Alex, what am I doing wrong? This bloody technology, what am I doing wrong? So we're all quite good at it now, aren't we?
I remember you really panicking, and any sort of technology, anything you had to do, there was always a panic in your voice, Claire. And just seeing you grow over that first few months. Yeah. And getting to the point of understanding it. And now I watched you on a webinar yesterday, and it just seems like a totally different woman.
I'm in awe of all of you, actually. I was amazed about what you could do, but I did find it amusing in the early days, the hiccups and the technical problems. But I thought, well, that's just life, really. And I think since then we've all realised that accidents happen, and there's no reason to hide it. You don't need to be someone you're not. And I think a lot has come out of it because of that.
So Alan, I've got to come to you on that then, hiccups and it going wrong. Oh, you're on mute. Why can't we hear you?
Glad we haven't learned anything.
It's not working. Take your speakers out, and we'll just speak in time, and then hopefully we'll hear you.
Did on purpose, didn't he? Speaking with technology.
I think he's frozen.
I'll jump in whilst Alan's testing his microphone. So I started watching these when I had my own business. So I was a member of Team at the time, and I think they were amazing because it was the consistency of being able to jump on in the mornings. So even if you weren't in your office, or if you're out and about, you know, if you're sitting down having a coffee in a coffee shop, if you're allowed out of your house, that is, if you had your 1 hour a day, whatever, it was just amazing to be able to know that this was happening on a daily basis. And I think that's kind of reflected in lots and lots of the hundreds of members of team that join this as well. So, so on behalf of us, thank you so much, Angela, and all of the Recruiting Gym for doing it. It's been really amazing.
Well, I must admit, it was a lifesaver for me to start with. It got me out of bed and got me doing something, because I probably wouldn't have done if it wasn't. And it's been that stalwart all of that time. Renu, just to answer your question, we can only have 10 on the stage at once. So if anyone has got to drop off, or if you're happy with that you've shared what you wanted, that's great. And then we'll bring someone else on. We're doing this again tomorrow as well, because we realized there was going to be too many people to be able to have just the 10 to go from there. So Andy, I really appreciate those comments. That's what it was all about. And that's what it has been all about.
Don's waiting.
Yay.
Well, no, following Andy, I missed the Alex era, but yeah, Angela is the daily workout. Like, for people who don't see behind the scenes, she just runs it. She's such a professional. She's here even when she's not on screen. She's here. She's getting prepped. She's, yeah, when we've got our tech issues, she's telling us what to do and how to fix it, resending it. She's doing her makeup. That's the real behind the scenes thing. Is you turn up at 5 to 9, having been asked to turn up at 10 to 9. You turn up at 5 to 9, and she's got her kit ready. She's putting her makeup on, and then 9 o'clock, she's just super professional. And Angela, I don't know how many you've actually run. I'm guessing like 500 plus. Like,
yeah, wow. Probably 700-800 plus. But running, and like you say, from behind the scenes as well, because Wendy, our wonderful sponsors of the daily workout, you have sort of takeover weeks that you've had that you've been able to utilize. So we're there behind the scenes, making sure it works. Doesn't always, but we pretty much got there. But what has it meant to you?
So mine's slightly different, because obviously we got together, but it brings back really good memories of how all the vendors got together and the partners got together to actually put something to hopefully support the industry. And that's what I have fond memories of what you did. I think, you know, with Andy at team as well, obviously before you guys there, but you know, at that point we were all looking at, right, how do we support the audiences out there? Everybody's like needing something and structure within their working week. So I think, you know, ourselves, team, Recruitment Gym, we all got together. We're all like giving a partnership. So if all of the new starts, because we had a get back in the fight campaign that we did, whereas a lot of the recruiters that were unfortunately getting laid off, you know, well, let's just give them the tools that they need in order to make an income. And that was the whole ethos, that, you know, I could give them the website and the recruitment tech. You got the training with the Recruitment Gym, and you got the membership in order to support the one another from sharing with team. And I just thought the way that we all came together to deliver that is my, like, that's why Firefish are so proud to have supported what you guys do as well. And I think all the coaches running just what John was saying as well, you know, running these things, it's like, it's hard work. And, you know, like, I think to get to 1,000 or 999 as you've done today, it is amazing. But I just want to throw in, Angela, not to make you more emotional, but my memory also is the ones where you just talk for like 15-20 minutes. And you can just keep talking. I mean, there might not be any guest, but you're the only other person that I think I've met that can do that. Well done.
Oh, I could talk about recruitment forever. So yeah, it's always hard to try and whittle it down to 10-15 minutes. Do it from there. Alan, you're back.
What? I am. Sorry about that.
You're another one.
I blame Crowdcast. I love the fact that we're all embracing World Book Day. Rohit's come as a Cyberman from Doctor Who, which is really good. Thank you, Rohit. Claire, she's just been beamed down. It looks like you've got one of those transporter things above you from the Starship Enterprise. Beam me up, Scotty.
I did have my Marvel t-shirt on, and then realised that my little girl's school is celebrating it tomorrow. So I was like, okay, I'll I'll take it off, and then realised actually it is today and not tomorrow. But there you go.
Well done.
That's
Vicky.
been a big part of it, hasn't it?
Oh, John's got his Gary Goldsmith outfit on.
Let's not go there. And actually, Andy, because it's blurred, you might not realise.
Let me show you something. Little
You're on
spoiler.
blur.
I got my prop for my talk at the Rec Expo. So here's a little spoiler for everyone.
Ooh.
Look what I've got to wear on the
It
stage.
lights up as well.
We've got it after the talk, Andy.
Is your
Got
talk
like
about
that
the
photo
end
once.
of recruitment or something? Andy?
Yeah, I'm going to click my fingers and dust half of the recruitment industry at the end of my talk.
Brilliant.
Don't say
brilliant.
that. Which leads me lovely to Catherine. Our lovely Catherine. We couldn't talk about these type of things and not have our trekking jump in there. But I mean, daily workout. Well, I suppose Meet Your Recruiter has just become a life of its own, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like that initial sort of 3 weeks when you did, it was the daily stand-up, wasn't it, to begin with, and
Yeah.
it was longer as well. I almost wasn't involved in that. That was something kind of you and Alex were doing, and I was just like, I'm leaving you to get on with it. And then, and then when you decided to keep it going, you were like, oh, so are you going to do Wednesdays as like a sourcing thing? And I was like, okay. And then, yeah, as you say, it's evolved and changed, and we brought new things in. I mean, it was inevitable over the course of 1,000, wasn't it? But yeah, I think Meet Your Recruiter has become my favourite bit of bit of the daily workout that I get involved in. So
It's a lot of work, and we really appreciate you for what you do behind the scenes. I think there's 450 followers on the hashtag now that get involved in that. So 8th of April, let's give it a plug for the next one. After Easter, we'll be back doing that. And I've forgotten, actually, you saying that, because Tuesday was BD, so there was a lot of Alan and I. Wednesday was sourcing, but Fridays, oh, Claire, Fridays always got me.
Well, actually, I was just remembering a dreadful Friday where my technology didn't work and I sounded drugged and drunk. And I remember you ringing me and saying,
You're blaming
"Are
the
you
tech."
okay, Claire?" And I went, yeah, my technology. Oh, we all thought you were drunk and drugged. So that's good for mental health, isn't it?
Yeah, if anyone remembers the Kerry Katona interview, where so the medicine, I thought it was that. I thought maybe you'd had some medicine like her, and your voice was sort of at 2/3 speed, and it was really.
I was trying to catch up with my voice. I was trying to speed it up, and it just didn't make sense. And poor Alex didn't know what was happening. But I think my favourite one was when we all brought our pets on. That was great. Do you remember that?
Yeah, because I had Billy. I'm
That's
still
really
waiting. Billy lives above me here in the winter. So Billy's my 85-year-old tortoise, or my dad's 85-year-old tortoise. So I'm listening out for him as it's warmed up this week. So we have to listen out for when he wakes up. So Billy was on there. Charlotte, we're getting you on tomorrow. She had her 10 cats, now 11 cats. I had the 2 dogs. You had your dog, yeah. So National Pet Day, that was fabulous. We did.
You had your bird, did you, Catherine?
Yeah, that was. Oh God, my brain's gone dead. The cockatoo. It was a parrot cockatoo. It's not mine, no. So one of the ladies that was with us for a good year, 2 years, and she used to be on Casper. The cockatoo joined in as well and would chat away. So Casper was on a couple of times. Pick up from there. John, what are your memories of it?
I did mine. It was you in the green room beforehand.
All right, yes. Sorry, it was Rohit. Rohit, you've not had a chance really to speak.
No worries. Look, I came in quite late. To like the workouts and the daily workouts, and I just feel like this is a good platform to just share value, especially from our perspective to everyone else, wherever you're a vendor or an agency. So it's been really helpful. So thank you.
No, it's been our pleasure. I mean, That's what we were here for. It was to give an idea, something to think about for the day, give people a bit of purpose. It just went on and on and on, and then it had a life of its own. We couldn't stop it, and therefore 1,000 we thought was probably the time to finish. So it will be a resource for the industry. It's going to be there. We're working out what we're doing with it, but all of you have contributed to it. All of you have helped and supported to it. Is anyone able to drop off so we could just get Renew on? Is that okay? Kate, you got to shoot off? That would be great.
Cheers, guys. Thank you very much. See you later.
Thanks, Kate.
Yeah, you're welcome back tomorrow if you want, if you've got more stories to tell.
Should I just close the...
Yeah.
Yeah, just walk away, Rohit.
Open the
I've never
stage.
figured out how to leave a crowdcast, honestly. And I've been doing them for so long. I'm like, how do I get out?
But I
Bottom right, there's a minus sign.
Yeah, leave the stage if you want to. There you go. Every day's a learning day.
It's interesting because I think
let's
one
see if
thing
we can
that-
get her on.
one thing that Crowdcast and this platform has been able, or it's enabled people to be more comfortable, I think, in front of camera. It's enabled people to say, actually, do you know what? When Angela first said to me, "Can you do a pre-record?" First thing was, "What the is one of those?" And oh, good, I shouldn't swear because we're live, that sort of thing. But actually being comfortable with the camera and learning that actually talking into the camera, because we're so used as stand-up trainers being in front of people to actually eyeball people and look at their body language, but we spend a lot of our time like this, looking at the screen. Or people can't get the angle right, and you've got this going on, looking at the chins. So I think it's enabled us to be a little bit more comfortable with the tech that's out there. And I'd like to think that for the people that have been watching, it's enabled them to be confident enough to go and do a video of their latest job or a great candidate or what they're dealing with right now. So yeah, for me, and I did a post on the word enable not so long ago, and I think that word enable is something that should be spread across all recruiters. What we enable candidates to do, what we enable clients to do, what we enable our own employees to do. And that's not just through training, but that's through the recruitment industry that we work in, whether you've got a big iron glove or not.
So what I'm getting from that, Alan, is if those idiots can do a webinar with
Right
11
on cue,
people
Stephen.
signed up for it, surely I can do it as well. Definitely. If that's what we've done, I am happy to do that. Renu, what's your memories?
I've got two things to share actually. One of them, John, as John said, in the green room trying to put your makeup on the final bit. I always remember that. And then you're talking at the same time. It's like multitasking. And
well, I did carry on doing that because initially it was because I'm not a morning person, and also I have dry eye and I have blepharitis. So putting makeup on early, it sort of all washes off by the time it's too early. But then I found it really relaxed people in the green room, because if we were chatting and they watch me just doing my makeup, people afterwards would say, actually, I felt really comfortable going in. It was sort of so relaxed by the time we got there. I wasn't nervous. So there was a reason for it as well. What was your second thing?
Well, my second thing was one day I was training on something to do with recruitment, obviously, and to a client, and I shared the screen and daily workout was on. It had finished, but it just came up. I was like, oh, what's that daily workout? Do you do kind of a little gym thing before you start the work? I was like, oh, it's actually a different kind of daily workout, and I told them about it. So that's one memory.
I'll come back to tomorrow. Maybe I'll keep it for tomorrow about that. Well, there is 3 barred people on here when you look at the list. Right, Stephen, what's your memory?
Do you know? So I use a separate browser, Opera, just for this show, and it's permanently left on. And there are several reasons for that. One of them is that every episode is an additional session of the same show. So when I try and find the link for it, I'm raking back to so I'll leave it on the whole time. So sometimes I'll come in the morning and 9 o'clock strikes and suddenly it bursts into life and there's people yakking. Or I'll come into the office and you're already speaking with someone or the other members of the team. But when I'm away, sometimes I'm away for a few days at a time, and I come back and the people in the office next door said, "Oh, we thought you were in. We heard voices." And what it is this show has burst into life while I've been in another country. It would just kind of bizarre.
I love that. So where it doesn't matter where you are, we're still there in your home. every
I
morning.
don't touch that dial. It's left permanently tuned to this channel the whole time.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love that. So Pippa
Mhm.
started it. I'm coming back to you to finish it. How have you felt being on here with your first webinar?
Well, no, I've really enjoyed it, actually. It's been a lot easier than I thought. I mean, I've stood up in front of people and given seminars and to students at universities, and face to face I'm fine, but for some reason on a screen it sort of daunts me. So it's made me think I've got the equipment, I should do more videos, I think.
Definitely. If we can leave people with that, because I must admit, I do prefer the videos, the little sort of 1 minute, 2 minutes on LinkedIn and everything that I can watch. If we've got more people doing that and bringing themselves, being them, showcasing them, then the Daily Workout's done a great job from that. Thank you for all your stories. You are welcome back tomorrow if you have other stories as well. So it's our 1000th show. It's the end of an era. I know, it's such an achievement though. So thank you all, because we wouldn't be able to do it without you. You've all done webinars for us. You've all been on the Daily Workout. And Pippa, if you weren't there watching, then it wouldn't have been there. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again tomorrow for the 1000th. Bye, everyone.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Change